for Titans.
Who bows to who?
Kong bows to no one.
There's something provoking me into war.
All right, guys, what is going on? Today's video, we are installing something that I've been wanting to install for about a year. And I have it right in the back of this. Basically, you know what's going on. Yes, we got the MMX Dual Pump system. It's already unboxed. I went through, I actually got it yesterday. I went through some things. I had to do a couple things to get it ready for today. But I have a previous video of the fuel system. So basically, here's what's going on. The fuel system's already in. I already have the return line, the feed line, everything's good. I took to the track. You know, if you're new to the channel, I actually went racing last year with it. I had a single 295 pump in it, and I put that in the stock basket. The stock basket just kept failing after failing after failing. It failed like two or three times on the first one I made, and I made a second one which lasted a little bit longer, but eventually I guess the metal, the fittings loosened up inside the stock plastic basket because I had to go to the track a lot, and just doesn't hold pressure no more. It holds enough pressure to drive, but you can't go in any type of boost or it just goes lean. So I'm going to show you the MMX dual pump that I got. We're going to be installing that today, and then we should have no more fuel system issues, guys. So let me show you the dual pump that I got. All right, as you can see, MMX. I bought it from MMX for a reason. I know Rick Tapp just released his, but there was a reason I went with MMX over Rick's, and that is honestly for two reasons, realistically. Number one, this was a little bit cheaper. Rick's is probably a nicer overall system, but this was about $200 and some cheaper. Plus, when I bought this through MMX, right now, not gonna lie, I had to do the affirm payment plans. That's literally the reason why, or I would have went with Rick's and did payment plans on his, but I could not, so I went with MMX's. So what we did was, I already bought the 4 fittings. I don't know if you know this, but I have an 8 AN feed and a 6 AN return. Yes, they're not fully tightened, they're just on there. We have the pumps I went with for that is we did a 274 primary, and we have a 285 to back it all up, which is way more than what I was going to even need. It's just way more than what I have in there now, which is the single 295. We could take about 1,000 horsepower, if not a little more, on E85 with this, so we are good. And if I'm running regular race gas or whatever, we can run up to like 1,1300 on race gas. So this is good for whatever we need. So yeah, guys, that's what's going on with the unboxing. With that, I'm going to drop the fuel tank. It's not going to be a full install. I'm not going to show you how to drop the fuel tank and all that. I'm just going to do that, and then I'll video afterwards for you guys, because I got a lot of work to do today to wiring the pumps and all that stuff. So I'm going to get started dropping. I got to take the wheel off, the wheel line lender, drop it all that stuff. So that's what I'm going to get started with, guys. And then I'll show you, I will show you to put how to put in, the double pump once I have the fuel tank out. The good thing is also I have like no gas in the fuel tank, which I wanted to do. So that's what we got going on for that, guys. So right now I'm going to undo the wheel, get going, and we'll get this thing started. All right, guys, here is the stock basket. It's out of the truck. Fuel tank's out. See that? To be honest with you, this actually seems pretty tight, and everything seems okay with it. Nothing is falling apart or anything. So let's see what happens when we install the new one. So I want to take, the only thing I got to take off of here is the fuel level sensor and put it on the new MMX one. So I'm going to get this all readied up. Got to make some wires and stuff like that, guys. So it's going to be a little bit before I can do any of that. But yeah, I'm going to get the wires ready for this, put it back into the fuel, put it back into the tank, put the new one in the tank, and then we'll hook everything back up, guys. So I'm gonna get started on that. All right, guys, here's an update of what's going on. Old basket's off, as you can see. Just finished wiring all the pumps. So this is for the fuel level sensor, pump 1, pump 2. I did run the new wires for the second pump. As you can see, that's the new wire. Once I pull through the truck and stuff and connect it, no biggie deal. But I got to do one more wire, and that's to the underside of the fuel level sensor. And then we can get the MMX back in here, button everything up, and see how things are going to go. So hopefully we can get finished up within a couple of hours, because putting back together is a pain in the ass. Good thing I had not that much gas in here, so that was huge helpful, because I could lift it and carry it much easier. So like I said, we're going to get this wired up and then put everything back together and start her up and see how she goes. All right, guys, here's an update on the video. Not gonna lie, this is a week later right now. Yes, this is next Saturday. As you can see, everything is back up together. We had a hell of a time. We broke something and I fixed it, and it took a week to get the right stuff, and it took me basically almost all of today just to fix it, because it just wasn't working what I was trying to do. Eventually got it. Broke one of the tips off one of the evap hoses, so I had to figure out a way to get that back on, because the evap hose is connected to the gas tank, and the gas tank, I'm not spending $800 on the gas tank. Got that fixed. Everything's great, looks great, feels great. So, and then the double hat's in. What we're going to do is we're going to put the stock wheels and tires back on, and we're going to go for a drive and see if everything is better. Like, the air fuel was really bad last time. Like I said, I was hoping that getting the crank pin re-pinned and fixed would have fixed it, but no, has to be the fuel system. I don't know what else it could be. So we got the brand new double pump MMX fuel system. So yeah, guys, let me see. Let me get the new wheels, the stock wheels and tires back on, and I'll start her up and let's see what happens. And then we'll go for a drive, and hopefully, you know, like I said, hopefully we're ready to rock and roll. All right, guys, start it up. Great, no issues. We're gonna go get some gas because we are on below E. We're gonna move the car, go get some gas, and see how she drives with a much more good tank of gas. All right, guys, Kong is running again. Hopefully, this is it. All right, guys, the truck's running great. It's running fine, but we are still lean, as you can even tell. Look at the sorry, it's cold in here. How high our air fuel is, even at idle. That should be around the 14.7 to like low 15, in the 15s, and we're can't go watt. We're not getting boost leak. We're getting full boost. I'm going like half to quarter, 3/4 throttle, and it's going lean, so I didn't even go all the way to the floor, so I can't go watt. But yeah, so all right, guys. So yeah, the fuel system's in. Everything's flawless with the fuel system. Everything's great. I installed it. The only issue I had was I broke a piece of plastic off. That's fixed. That's all good. That's why I took a week to finish this video. And I don't know where the issue is. I don't know if it's a fuel leak, a vacuum leak, but we have something's going on somewhere. Leaning out bad. Don't know where. So, like I said, I don't know what's going on. I got to try and figure this issue out now. But the fuel system is good. It's flawless. Everything went in great. And now we got to find the issue that originally happened. When I took the last basket out that I made. Oh, sorry, guys. When I took the last basket out that I made, excuse me. When I took the last basket out that I made, it was actually in great shape. Nothing was loose, nothing was wrong. So the last fuel basket I made, the one that I said that I made better and took more time, and yeah, that didn't have an issue actually. I do have the double pump in here now, which is great for any future upgrades of E85 or anything. The only thing we would need is bigger injectors now, but we have the whole fuel system. Feed line return fuel, full fuel return fuel system, double pump, MMX, great. But I don't know what's wrong with the truck. I just checked under the hood and doesn't seem like anything's loose. Nothing. I don't know, guys. I really don't right now. I'm just frustrated with it, and I got to try and figure out where this leak or why it's doing this. But it just randomly happened at the track on the last time I went to the track. I noticed that's in the air fuel. I noticed at idle it was at like 19, 20, and all of a sudden I couldn't even go wide open throttle. So we left the track that day, and it's been like that since. I thought maybe the crank bolts loosened up, that may have done it. No, I thought the fuel system failed again. No, so it was something else. I mean, yeah, glad we got the crank fixed, because that needed to be fixed, because that could have caused catastrophic damage, obviously, with the crank pulley loosening up and losing bolts And now we have the double pump system in there, so that's good that we already have that now. But now we got to find another issue that I don't know even where to start, guys. It's just frustrating, and I'm just getting aggravated with it. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on what's going on, and hopefully we get it fixed and we can get to the track when it opens. So talk to you guys soon. Peace.